Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'll be doing the fifth tutorial in the series and we'll be working on boxes. So, the first thing we'll do is convert these two drawings into symbols. So, let's get down into it. While we do this, let's explain the rectangles will have different code functions because when we actually make the rectangle, all that's used in code is to drag it to the stage, but other than that, we attach movie clip. Might not be able to explain it much now, but later on it would be easier to explain. So just convert this rectangle into a movie clip and say we call it box 2 with a capital T. And this mouse one, select tool. It's capital T for tool as well. I will give the select tool an instance name of cell tool because it's short for select, and box 2. No, box T and cell T. Now cut those, pressing Ctrl and X, or right click and cut. Go into the tool P movie clip and paste. So it can be wherever you want it to be. And now on the first frame, not the tool P frame. Click the stage, that will go to the first frame. And in here we'll say root.tool P dot cell tool dot on release equals function, and same thing for the box. And up here we'll make a new variable called current tool. Current tool will be equal to select tool, and we'll just say select tool equal to cell, and box tool is equal to box. So the current tool will be equal to select tool when it starts up, and in tool panel dot select tool we'll say current tool is equal to select tool, and box tool current tool is equal to box tool. We'll just trace current tool to see if this code works. So let's test. This is the output. So I'm currently clicking them, but nothing seems to work. So we'll look a bit into that. Oh, my bad again. In the unreleased function, it's not root.2p.cell2. It's actually cell t. Cell t. Cell box, cell. So those work. Now, if you want, you can actually add in extra code to make him, when it's selected, it will say selected. But what we're going to do right now is add a cursor, a custom cursor that will show up. That will be the cursor the program is using. So when it's a box tool, just like Flash, there's a cross addition sign as a box tool, or cross arrow, or some people call it many different things. So firstly, in the actions, right, tool panel depth, we'll add in something called cursor depth, and that will be above everything else. So you can give it the biggest instance name, I mean biggest number for its depth. So it will be above everything else. Now, to make the cursor, remember it's a custom cursor, so when it's selected is equal to true. According to the size of the cursor. We want to make it 2 times smaller since we'll be putting the game on full screen, so everything here will show up by 200%. When I'm publishing it, you might understand better. So give it 7 if you put it as 15 or something like that, just half of the size it always was, and make sure the stroke that says 1 is dragged all the way to the lowest, which is 0.1. Now convert to movie clip, F8, call it cursor, and registration point, you can leave that in the middle. Now open the cursor, can zoom in a bit. This is the actual size the cursor would look when we publish the game and run it. So because it's at 200% right now, so align it to this side of the screen and below, since this will be the X point for clicking on objects. And in the timeline, on the first frame, give that frame a label called selection. Go into the actions of that frame and give it the code stop. Then right click, insert blank keyframe, code stop, label name in properties, box, and we can just draw a box or two cross arrows. Then go back to scene 1, and the cursor, give him the instance name of cursor, and in his actions, we just take this here from tool panel and go in him and say on clip event load, this the swap depths root dot cursor depth, and also on clip event enter frame, will constant, well, not constantly, but we'll say if root dot current tool is equal to cell, which is faster and easier than saying if it is equal to root dot selection tool. So we can just say if it's equal to cell, go to and stop selection. Since it's a movie clip, it will go to and stop whatever frame had the name selection, or you can make it go to and stop by numbers. But in order to say that if in case you have many frames, you can say go to and stop one or go to and stop two. But in case you have many frames and you might forget which frame is what, you can name the frames and say go to and stop and that current name. So I've named that frame and give them the label selection. So go to and stop selection if that current tool is equal to zero. Else, if that current tool is equal to box, root that go to and stop box. And also on clip event load, we want to hide the mouse from appearing. The custom mouse, I would say mouse dot hide. If we don't have this, however, two slash sign means comment, so comment out the movie. That's why it's gray. So if you don't have this mouse hide there, and we hover the stage, it'll always show. As you can see, when we click this, says box, click this, set. We are still not finished with the cursor yet. So if we won't really let mouse on hide yet. In the on enter frame of the cursor, we also have to keep changing the x and y values to the cursor's x and y values. So what we can say is x, you can say this dot x or just x. X is equal to root dot underscore x mouse, and y is equal to root dot underscore y mouse. So it always follows. But of course the cursor will block it, so that's why if you say mouse dot hide, it's showing right here, then as soon as I hover the screen, it hides. And we have our own custom cursor. But of course, it's under the tools panel because this is the swap depth is root dot cursor dot. I'm sure you saw that and fixed it on your own. But now it should be above, right? Let's try saying if root dot current tool is equal to root dot select tool. Else if root dot, oh my bad, if root dot current tool, when we want to say if he is equal to, in if statements you have to put two equals to. If root dot current tool is equal to select, else if he is equal to box. If we don't want him to be equal to, we say if he is not equal to, if he is more than, if he is less than, if he is more than or equal to, and if he is less than or equal to. There's some things like equal, 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 but I've never really checked up on that, so we'll use if his e is equal to. Let's hope this works. So it does work. When you click the selection tool, it becomes this. Let me drag it bigger for you. And you click the box, it becomes this. So I've made the cursor be able to change. Now the next thing we're going to do is work on making the box itself, which might take an entire video with least explanation. So if you need help, please comment and I'll see you later. Bye.